day job, and then I have a startup.
Dang.
Yeah. So
Um,
what do you do?
I stream on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Okay. What type of content do you stream?
Um, Gaming. I play a lot of video games and I decided, you know what, I might as well stream
Might as
because
well
my
stream
laptop.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of followers or?
I have 111, which isn't much.
That's
No,
more
no,
than
trust
me.
me, that's not much.
It's more than me on that. So that's interesting. So what makes you interested in startup?
Um, Honestly, I just put this to get any advice for anyone. I'm planning to do YouTube as well. Just
Okay.
trying to get just business advice or content
Totally.
creation
Oh, this is
advice.
perfect. So yeah, I've consulted with some influencers before, and then even I have a 10-year-old son who has a little YouTube channel, and he what he does is he'll go to yard sales and he'll buy like bicycles, and then he'll sell it on like Facebook Marketplace or like Craigslist, and he does like little videos of it. Now he doesn't have really any followers; he only has like 70 followers, but he makes money doing it, and it's gives him practice on doing that type of stuff. What type of YouTube
That's
do you want to
cool.
do?
Um, this is gonna sound kind of funny. Have you ever heard of laser beam?
No, like of a laser beam, or is that a
No,
like?
no, no.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Markiplier?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Pretty much, I'm going to be posting clips from my streams, gonna be doing playthroughs, explanations, and some funny,
Okay.
dumb stuff that
So it's like
happens.
explaining how things happen, and then you're also going to be like putting in jokes and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay. So it's like if I was like, let's say I see my kids playing Fortnite all the time, like you're playing Fortnite and you're trying to talk like how to do a specific strategy, or you could tell me, go step by step through the strategy, show the screenshot and all that all the way through.
Yeah.
Or it's something like if you wanted to tell a funny story of a match you were in, you could be like, oh man, and then I kept killing the same guy over and over and over again, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I think that's, I'm always surprised at how people streaming games can make money doing it. Like when I was growing up, like the idea of making money doing games, impossible. Now it's like you can actually do it. So, no, that's
At this point, a lot of people, okay, a lot of Generation Z children are gamers, and I'm one of them. And the thing is, a lot of people are trying to attempt content creation.
yeah.
There's a lot of the gaming situation is very saturated.
Yeah. It's because everyone
So
everyone can play a game and everyone can kind of talk. So how do you go from creating something where not only like anyone can watch, but you're saying something that actually, that people want to listen to? Because like
yeah,
you could just be
something
playing.
that's unique and no one else, well, unique.
Yeah, yeah. And so everyone finds whatever that niche is. What do you think your niche is going to be? Like what?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know yet. Is there anyone that you kind of like watching yourself?
Come again?
Like any streamers that you actually kind of like watching and
I don't really watch larger streamers, but there are a few notable people. A few of the smaller streamers I watch, Bismo Falcon, Rhino, and then there's larger people like
yeah.
Moist Critical, Markiplier.
Okay. So what I would do is, and this is going to sound nerdy, but you watch what the really big ones do, right? And
Mhm.
like no kidding, take notes. Like what topics are they talking about? Like, and then you say, okay, like to just, what do they do for the hook? You know what the hook is like at the beginning of like a stream? Like when you watch a video and they play like what happens like halfway through the video.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah. So
yes.
what type of stuff are they doing the hook? Are they making it a joke, or are they making it like, oh wow, what just happened? Like what what are they looking for to find that hook? And then how you can do the same thing, because like sometimes you got to imitate and then you can innovate. So you have to
Yeah.
imitate what they're doing right, and then you find out kind of like your own kind of twist on it, Like maybe you have a really funny sense of humor, or maybe you do this like dry type of humor that's kind of funny and it fits in a specific group, whatever it is. And you do that, or maybe you throw in some like political jokes or something like that. What is that can alienate some people, but sometimes if you go and it could be something different, like, oh man,
Yeah.
I just Obama'd you or something like that, and stuff like that. All that type of stuff. Just throw in
Yeah.
something and make it your own. But just the anyone that does something right, if you pay attention to them, you'll start picking up tricks because they'll leave you clues without you knowing that they'll leave clues sometimes. They're doing something, and then you'll find similarities between the people that have the huge followings. Like, what are they doing? Like, do they always do streaming, or do they do other stuff, other videos and stuff like that? So you'll pick up little stuff like that. But that's cool. You in school at all?
Yes, actually, I'm kind of juggling at the moment, school, work, and streaming.
Oh man, school. So are you in university or?
University,
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay. What are you studying?
Cybersecurity.
Oh, that is a good field to be in. Now more than ever. So, my what I do for work right now, my day job is I work in banking and finance, but I mainly work in IT. So I'm an IT product manager. And
Oh,
so one thing I wish I studied it in my undergrad. I wish I studied more IT related stuff. So the fact that you're in a in demand field is,
yeah.
your head's and shoulder above me. Like before I started, I took this long route to finally get to where my career is. And I thought, back when I first started, I thought, oh, I want to be a cop because I don't have to do much math. So I did an undergrad in criminal justice administration. And I found out that I did not want to be a cop. Like, they have the most thankless job in the world, and it sucks. So
Ye-
it shifted, and then eventually I went into a lot more business. I had to do a lot of other degrees just to get me credibility to get into the positions and opportunities I have now.
Wait, quick question. Do you ever regret, um, well, I guess I'm answering
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
need
No, go
to
ahead.
finish.
Keep going. Keep going. Like, regrets with what?
Like, did you ever regret saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be a cop because I don't have to do math,"
Yes.
and then you ended up having to do a lot of other degrees?
Oh, totally, totally. I wish when I was younger, I never my parents and people, they never really pushed education on me. And so I was like, well, what's the easiest route? I know, you have a better opportunity when you have a degree. Okay, cool. I want to get that. And I saw math as like just something I didn't want to do. I wish someone would have told me, get your undergrad in a STEM field, whether it's engineering, some hard science. Get your undergrad in a STEM field. Then when you get some experience, then you can go for advanced degrees like a master's degrees in something that you're very interested in. So that way you have a good foundation. Because like let's say I did do a undergrad in mathematics, right? And I did want to become a cop. I did want to become a police officer, and then I'm in there applying for it. I would be able to say, okay, well, my undergrad, sure, it's not in criminal justice, but through my education, I've learned to be able to use deductive reasoning to be able to figure out where are places that are most likely to have crime based on statistics. So I'm able to preempt the problems in the community based off of looking at data. Well, bam! I put myself in front of everybody else. So those hard like STEM programs, so much better. I wish I did that.
Something I realized. I know this sounds really black and white, and sorry, I know this sounds really black and white, but something I realized is there's a lot more guys. Um, I look at English and math as left-hand and right-hand. A lot of people are right-handed in comparison to people that are left-handed. And I use that comparison for math and English. A lot of times you would see guys that are into math in comparison to women that are into math.
Hmm.
You'd usually have more female writers than male writers.
Yeah.
One thing though I've realized is that now in my generation, you find a lot of girls that really don't like math. At least
That's actually a pretty like statistically that's actually pretty common. Is women tend to be more in the humanities, and they are, uh, and they tend to be. They can be very capable engineers. I've met very capable developers that are females and all that, but I think it just goes to kind of nature a little bit, and then like where males tend to be more achievement, very structural, this step, then that step, then that step. Whereas females can see it and be like, oh, you're not looking at the whole picture. And so they tend to take a bird's eye view, whereas we tend to be, and I use like tend to be, guys tend to be like step one, step two, step three. Females can be like, I'm on step 107. Why are you still back here? So that's just what in my career. That's what I've also noticed as well. Is people have preferences, and then there's also society that kind of, all right, females, teacher. It's very much usually a female over a male type of thing.
yeah, I've always wondered why there's so many female teachers.
Yeah, I think it goes a little bit into just nature. Females tend to have a lot more strengths just naturally in the area of dealing with people, whereas guys, we get competitive. We're not as easy functioning together. We have to learn those skills a lot harder. Whereas I've had some leaders that are females that have been the best leaders. Like I was in the Marine Corps. I don't know if you can tell on the thing, but I was in the Marine Corps, and
I have no idea.
some of the better leaders in the Marine Corps for me were female Marines, and they can be both compassionate and tough at the same time, which is a unique balance. But it's just how
It's also scary as
it
well.
is scary. I'm not kidding. They're very intimidating. When they're screaming at you, you listen a little bit more than if it's just a guy screaming at you. So yeah, cool, man.
Well, thanks for the
Yeah,
advice.
totally. Yeah, yeah. If you ever have any other type of like business or career questions, I have an Instagram that for my business. So my business is it's called Amp Pro. It's this one. We're changing our name to Ardor, but it's Amp Pro. We do a business to business networking, and we let small businesses have their own Amazon-like marketplace that they can tap into. But it's at Amp Pro,
Ah,
AMPEDPRO. So, yeah, just message me. I'm the one that manages
can
all
you
the.
type that in real quick?
What'd you say?
I, can you type that in
Yeah,
the
sure.
chat room? Thanks. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, and I'm the one that does all the social media. So if you message there and you have like a question or something like that or anything like that, just hit me up. And yeah, this is kind of what we do, and I do this to kind of plug stuff and build audience stuff. But
Prado underscore Amped Pro.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Best of luck, man.
Thanks. Same to you.
Yeah, have a good one.